And if RuPaul asks you if the bus still running, you should say, not without me at the front. You just won the damn Snatch Game. Come on, baby. Hey y'all, it is your friend to the end, Judge Javante, the Hollywood hero. Y'all come on in and get in here. Y'all know we got to catch up, okay? Today we're going to be talking about RuPaul's Drag Race episodes 7 and 8. We're going to get into the Snatch Game and the Rusical. Two of my personal favorite challenges, and I think they really did a good job on at least one of these as a whole, okay? Before we start, y'all know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all want to see. Let me know what y'all like to see. Let me know what y'all dislike. Let me know something, okay? This video for episode 7, I'm just going to get into the Snatch Game as a whole and just some of my thoughts and comments on how the girls are doing. For episode 8, I'm going to get into the Rusical and the runway so we get, you know, a little bit of both. Now, to be real with you, I'm going to just keep going in alphabetical order like I've been doing. So, starting off with Acacia, she was Trisha Paytas. I thought she did fine. I did kind of chuckle on the just the skins joke. I'll give it maybe like a 6 out of 10. It was, you know, a fair, good, middle of the road performance. Next up, we have Miss Arietti as Baby Cupid. No words for it. It was absolutely horrible. Quite frankly, I'm going to get into what I think the results of this episode should have been a little later on, but let's move on. Crystal Envy as Nicole Richie. That Richie was broke, baby. I'm sorry, like everything about this was so terrifying, from the responses that were not even any type of response to this makeup. I don't understand why she got these hard ass lines on her face. Is that supposed to be like Nicole Richie's black side? I don't know. The more I look at it, the more terrified I become. Next up, we have Miss Jewel Sparkles as Miss Big Feet. Completely unexpected, totally left field, and absolutely hilarious. I loved it. I think she played the game well. The name of the game when it comes to Snatch Game is say yes and improv. And, you know, make RuPaul laugh, of course. And I think Jules did all of those things. She also made me laugh as a viewer back home. I think she was a good second contender for the win this week. Alright, y'all. Next up, we have Miss Corey Scott King as Big Aang. I think she did really good. It was very charged energetically. I think she volleyed well with Ru, as well as Lana when she attempted to move to the front as Rosa Parks. We're going to get into that later as well. My only thing when it comes to doing characters that were previously done before, I absolutely hate and kind of feel for the girls when they don't necessarily give a bigger or more memorable. I personally kind of feel a little bad for the girls when they don't give a larger or more memorable performance, whether it's good or bad, simply because, you know, you'll kind of be in that shadow. But Corey, you had a good week this week. I'm really glad for you, sister. Next up, somebody who had a not so very good week. Honestly, it's been a not so very 2 good weeks for her. But Miss Lana Jarre as Rosa Parks. Now, I'm not going to sit here and bash her and punch down on her like everybody else, but Rosa Parks is not happy. I can say that. She is not happy at all. Let's move on. Personally, there were so many things that you could have done with Rosa Parks. While Rosa Parks did, you know, compared to other civil rights leaders, she passed fairly recently, y'all still could have came up with, you know, just some type of larger than life personality to, you know, maybe not win, but at least make this safe. You can't hinge the whole performance of Rosa Parks on, is the bus still running? And if RuPaul asks you if the bus still running, you should say, not without me at the front. You just won the damn Snatch Game. Come on, baby. You got it. But it's okay. It's okay. Let's move on. Next up, we have Lexi Love as Gilbert Gottfried. Or so she says. I'm really not sure why the results ended up being the results this week when it came to her. It was... I can't even say bad. It was funny to watch, but deserving of a top placement, that it was not. And yeah, I'm shooting a little side eye, but it's not her fault. But yeah, this was not. It wasn't great. Next up is Miss Lydia Booty Hole Collins as David Lynch. David Lynch, he's one of those people to me, you know, he's one of those white celebrities that you probably wouldn't know unless it's from some niche, obscure piece of media. Personally, I only knew him from the Snatch Game, and I think Lydia did fine. She did fine, you know. He's not one of those people with a super huge personality, at least from what I've seen, but I thought she did fine. Next up, we have the one, the only, Anya Nerve as Eddie Murphy. What can I say that hasn't already been said? She ate it, and the proof is in the Eddie Murphy pudding, okay? My only thing, I wish she would have just had like a wig in the back so she could slap it on real quick and be Rasputia. I'm gonna show you how to go down the slide, okay? But no, Miss Anya, you're taking it, and you know it, don't you? Next up, we have Miss Sam Starr as Kim Gravel. Now, this was completely unexpected for me. Not that she did a pageant coach, but that she was actually funny. I personally enjoy Sam a lot. I think she's given good things this season. It may not be super revolutionary, but I really do like it. In this performance as Kim Gravel, it was really funny. And now I'm starting to see videos of her pop up on my TikTok and stuff. I do think she could have pushed it way farther, because Kim Gravel, that's a crazy lady. That's a crazy old white lady. But I think she did a great job. I chuckled at tight 12 and a loose 14, okay? And lastly, going somewhere that should have been the bottom, Miss Susie Toots as Ellen Green. Now, I think she was trying to give Ellen Green as Audrey from Little Shop of Horrors. This was just bad. It was really bad. And sure, it might have been, you know, this edit of trying to make her seem delusional, but the proof is in the scissored pudding. It just wasn't, no ma'am, no ma'am. And she's quite frankly lucky that she was saved from the bottom. But I'm gonna clap my tongue on that and move right along. Now, after all is snatched and done, Anya Nerve does indeed end up winning the Snatch Game by a country mile. Because quite honestly, I think besides Sam Starr and Jules Sparkles, nobody really had a great showing at the Snatch Game. And I think it's honestly part of this generational divide. I feel like it started with All Stars 5 and Miss Cracker trying to do Lady Gaga, but the internet meme Lady Gaga and not like real world camp outlandish Lady Gaga. I feel like that single performance started this like avalanche of social media and niche and obscure internet references as Snatch Game characters. And because of that, I think a lot of the girls are missing the point. Trisha Paytas this time around I think was good, but it could have been pushed further. And as for all of these made up characters, Miss Big Feet, I'm gonna let her slide because she was a hoot and a holler. But as for everybody else, let's go back to actual, factual, real celebrities. Please and thank you. And then our bottom two this week is Crystal Envy and Miss Lana Geray. Personally, I think they should have made it a bottom three with Crystal, Lana, and Ariete, because all of those Snatch Game performances were just equally bad to me. Like, all of them were just, like, very bad. I'm so sorry to you ladies. But they lip sync to Hands to Myself by Selena Gomez. Lana's wig pops off of her head, but she snaps it right back on. I thought that was really cute. It was an okay lip sync. Personally, the only lip sync that I really, really enjoyed this season, and y'all might crucify me for it, but it is the Boogie Wonderland lip sync between Ariete and Lydia. So far, that's the only one that I'm repeatedly going back and watching like I do with other lip syncs every season. But that is not to throw salt on them. Lana Geray sends Miss Crystal Envy home, and while it was a shock and a gag, I do think Crystal, you know, it wasn't too much more that she could offer us, if that makes sense. But, you know, the girls will continue to envy you. I think she's going to have a very long and successful drag career. So I'm not worried for Crystal. You know, you had a very good showing this year round, baby. Good job. Good job. All right, y'all. And we're going to hop right into episode 8, the Rusical. Oh, yeah! I absolutely love a Rusical challenge. I think it's my favorite challenge next to the Rumix as well as the Snatch Game. It's just, I'm a theater kid, man, you know, and I'm gay. So, you know, just, I doubly love it. That's a double scoop of fun, man. You know what I'm saying? But this year, which super timely and honestly a little eerie, they did the Wicked Wiz of Oz. Now, what kind of blew me was when we actually watched the Rusical, it ended up being more of a chorus line type situation rather than a mashup of all of those musicals. But I did think it was good. Starting off in alphabetical order, someone who, excuse me, so sorry, but this was not good. This was not good. Miss Acacia Forgot as Kansas Dorothy. Now, you spend this whole doggone play trying to get your moment to shine, and when you get that moment, it's very dull. I'm so sorry. So sorry. But yeah, Miss Acacia, yeah, you know what you did. You know what you did. As for her runway, I think it's really nice.
Correct.
Great gowns. It's kind of reminiscent of her episode 2 Is It Cake runway though. But yeah. Next up, somebody who pleasantly surprised me this week, Ariete as the Scarecrow. I really think she did a good job, man. Like, and I'm not just saying like good for her. She really surprised me pleasantly. When it came to the actual singing on the track, she held down that top note, baby. You could hear her very clearly and very succinctly. And, you know, I think the performance, she could have given a little more Scarecrow type vibes as far as being like kind of lankier and like wonkier with her body. But overall, it was good. As for the runway,
Mother.
Great as always. Great as always. What can you not say when she comes onto the runway? That is ugly. Okay? But you know, this flamenco tease, I love this. Very escandalo. You know what I'm saying? Next up, somebody who, quite honestly, she didn't surprise me because I knew she'd do well. But Jules Sparkles as Glinda. I really think my girl is kind of getting overlooked because every week, Jules is bringing it to the challenges. To me, since that Bitch I'm a Drag Queen song challenge, it has been consistently good for me. And Jules, I think she's just being overlooked, man. But this was another great showing for her. Her song is stuck in my head. All of this music is stuck in my head, quite frankly. But very good showing for Jules. As for her runway, I hate this new stage. Crucify me, put me on the cross, all of the things. But this new stage, it really swallows up any runways that are not, you know, super vibrant and popping. But it's fine. It's a nice black dress. She looks good. Next up, we have Miss Corey King hold the Scott this week because why in the ever-loving hell do they have your black tail up there as a damn monkey during Black History Month, no less? This... Child. While Corey did not do a bad job, I just don't think she was given that much to do. Like, the lines were literally finishing Lydia's sentences. And for that, she completely suffered. Yeah, it was okay. I mean, she ain't have nothing to do. When it comes to the runway, though, I love it. For the first time, and don't for the first time, I'm living for Corey on the runway. I love it. Her body is given as always. The colors look great on her skin. The only critique and the only thing that I would change, I would make the puffs in her head just that much bigger. Because this is Drag Race. Hello. But, yeah, it was an okay week for Corey. You know, it's better than most, but not great. Next up, we have Miss Lana Jarrett as the Tin Man. And again, I don't want to punch down, but it was a little stiff. Just need a little bit of lubrication. Now, the same critique that I had for Ariete is kind of the same one that I'm going to give for her. Lana did do a good job. I won't take that away from her. I think she did a good job. However, when it came to selling 10-man rusted fantasy, she could have pushed that a little further. But good week for Lana. Better than the past 2 weeks have been, okay? As for her runway, the vampire thing,
correct.
I love it. Very cute. But again, same problem we had with Jules' runway. It was just completely swallowed up by this big black ass stage. Like, my God. But yeah, good job, good job. As for Lexi Love, I loved her this week. I absolutely loved her. When it comes to her playing the lion this week, she gave what I wanted Ariete and Lana to give. She really gave lioness fantasy. Very round, very kitty cat meow meow. You know what I'm saying? And her line at the end, who shops at the mall, I'm still cackling every time I watch it. She did a really good job. When it comes to this runway,
Mother.
gag it. Crazy. Like, it's not even the most opulent or most glamour over the top thing. When it comes to the pseudo reveal that was the parasol or the hat, shall I say, that was cunt on a different level. And another reason why I will advocate for Drag Race casting more seasoned queens. I'm not gonna say older because Lexi is literally what, 33, 34? She's still a spring chicken, you know, maybe a young hen. But yeah, this was over. The Skipperelli references with the big boobs, it was everything for me. It was everything. Giving me Raiden Mortal Kombat. And she finished it. Next up, Miss Lydia B. Collins. Now, she did good with what she was given. Like I said when I was giving Corey her critique, the meat of the role went to Lydia. So if she didn't do well, I would have been greatly disappointed and honestly severely pissed off. But I think Lydia did good. You know, the little duck walking portion, I think she embodied a monkey well. And that's really all I can say, you know. It just disappointed me the way that they did Corey. Or Corey let herself be dead, okay? When it comes to this runway, fairly confused at what I'm supposed to be looking at, as with most weeks when it comes to Miss Collins. Yeah, it just, I want it to be shaped, and then I also want this to come off of her head. I cannot tell you what I'm looking at, and it's like unnerving, quite frankly. Next up, we have my winner pick, Miss Anya Nerve as Harlem Dorothy, aka Miss Diana Ross. What else can I say? Again, for the umpteenth week in a row, she's taking it. Quite frankly, I think Anya Nerve should have 4 to 5 wins by now. But RuPaul is not trying to tear the girls up that badly. But she absolutely ate this. The choreography, the footwork, everything was it. As for the runway this week, I really enjoyed this. This is really different. The first time that I looked at it, I was a little like, whoa, what the hell is going on here? But the more and more that I looked at the details, it's really like, it's not any one thing. It's like a bodysuit, but it's also a dress, but it's also a blouse, but it's also kind of like giving gown elements. I love it. I love it. And all of this yellow on this melanin, scrumptious. Next up, we have Miss Sam Starr as the Wicked Witch of the East, or basically Cher. I thought this was really good, but I am going to agree a little bit with Ariete. She had the role where like all you have to do is sell it a little bit and it's going to give you a lot in return, if that makes sense. It's kind of like a Black China type role or an Oprah from the Rusical. It's just that show stealing role, and the fact that it's Cher, we all know RuPaul is basically enamored with Cher. It's just, you know, it was kind of made for her to kind of steal the show, and I think she did really good. Twister is still stuck in my head, okay? Wagon Witch Watusi. As for this runway,
Mother.
this is over. I completely agree. This is very much Met Gala 2025, 2026 tease. And they do need you to walk that carpet, okay? Lastly, we have Miss Susie Toots as Elphaba, basically. I think she did a great job, really great job. The only thing that kind of held her back, I think, was being literally the first soloist. But she did a great job. And, you know, I don't do water. As for her runway, I'm not a fan this week. I completely disagree with RuPaul as to this being her shade of blonde. But as for the outfit, it just gives me like a golden passion fruit. It just, and not in an appealing way. You know what I'm saying? As for the results this week, Sam Star does indeed win the challenge with her wagon with charcuterie. And I'm not mad at it. I'm really not mad at it. Which makes her, Anya, and Susie the current frontrunners in the competition, all with 2 wins. And honestly, quite frankly, the only people who are really on the board right now, like everybody else is just kind of there to be there, no shade. Now, as for our bottom 2, unfortunately, it's kind of like an automatic bottom of Corey King and Acacia for Gods. Deserved, I guess. I don't think Corey did that bad. However, because there was not much to do, it was just kind of like a bottom by default. But I'm sure the producers and RuPaul already knew that Corey was going to send Acacia home on any day that ends in Y, Lord forgive me. But they lip synced to Adam Lambert's Wet Dream. I've never heard the song. I used to like Adam Lambert like a lot, you know, because, you know. But Corey does well. She keeps the energy up. She put that leg in that air, baby. Acacia, to quote Susie Toots, she tries her best. Yeah. But Acacia is sent home. Corey King, baby, I'm kind of scared for you. You done had 2 bottoms and no wins so far. I'm very fearful. And in the next episode, we have another design challenge. Mind you, I have not seen a hint of a girl group. What's going on? What's going on? But yeah, I'm worried. I'm worried for Miss Corey and for Miss Lana. Anya, you're our only hope. That being said, y'all, we are now all caught up. I'll be back with y'all next week to talk about episode 9, and hopefully I won't be pissed off, okay? I don't understand why she got these hard ass lines on her face. Is that supposed to be like Nicole Rich's black side? I don't know.